What is up, guys? Yeah, let's just address this first. Things happen, okay? Sometimes you're trimming your beard, and then you want to even out on the other side, and then you're like, oh, that looks a little bad, and then you're like, well, now it makes the mustache look too big, so you cut that back a little, and now you're like, gosh, well, that's bad, and you just keep going, and then, an hour later, you've gotten rid of a 10-month beard, and every single girl that I know is like, oh my gosh, you look so much better. Every single guy that I know is like, what happened, man? Bummer. And so I get that people have different opinions. I liked having a beard. It will come back. That's the beauty of a beard. But yes, I look different, which is cool. It might be the case on this channel that some videos still come out in the next couple of weeks where I have a big beard just because I pre-film a lot of this stuff. And that's why. That's why it didn't suddenly come back 2 days later. Today I want to listen to a song that I don't know if it's a country song or not, but it's getting played on country radio. And that's John Mayer's In the Blood. I've read a lot about this. There was a lot of buzz created when John Mayer's label took out an ad in Country Air Check, which is like a country radio magazine that was promoting this song. And it's been getting a few spins from Bobby Bones. And it's like, oh, is John Mayer going country, or is this song country? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I like John Mayer. I think he actually makes pretty good music. So I just decided, well, let's check it out. And I'm going to listen to In the Blood today. Looks like we just have audio, which works for me. It's got a drum machine. It's like a Keith Urban song. A little bit of steel. Has my mother left in me? Will it wash out in the water, or is it always in the blood? Are you crazy because that's in your genes, or will you grow out of it? Will I dim the lights inside me just to satisfy someone? Will it wash out in the water, or is it always in the blood? I love that line. Wash out in the water, always in the blood. Man, this song's awesome. And I think people have all had that kind of... Let me pause really quick. I'm someone that really, I do think like the sins of the father end up trickling down generations. I see it in my life. I see it in my friends' lives, that so many of the problems that exist in your family and in your upbringing start to manifest in your life and in the way that you treat others and the way you think about yourself. And that to me is a really insecure and beautiful reflection. Will these things wash out in the water, or are they in the blood? That's what John Mayer's asking. Like, am I destined to become, to live into some of these problems? That's the exact same sentiment of when people said, Hank, why do you drink? Why do you smoke? Why do you live out these songs that you wrote? And it's a family tradition, he said. And this song's not a totally different sort of sentiment. So far, I really think this is cool and pretty, and not especially country. And sort of weird that country radio is just sort of like, well, if you'll take us, we'll take you. But let's just hear it. Become another broken family, or will we be there for each other? I can't feel the love I want. Got the harmonies coming in now. I wouldn't change it if this came on country radio where I live. It sounds so much better than so much stuff that's on country radio. A little guitar solo. A tasteful guitar solo. Not sort of a cheesy one that you imagine is like, like electric guitar coming out of the guy's crotch and at a Brantley Gilbert concert. Oof. I can feel the love I want. I can feel the love I need, but it's never going to come the way I am. He's like, I'm not in the right spot to receive that. I love how insecure songwriters are. They make you feel less crazy. So itchy. I love that song. I think that's an amazing song. I'm happy it's getting attention. Am I happy it's getting attention on country radio? I don't know. I don't know what to think about country radio at this point. Country radio is such a farce in so many ways, where, that is 20 times more country than so much of the stuff that's playing on country radio. The stuff like Kelsey Ballerini or Sam Hunt, which has much more of a pop R&B flair. And yet this guy's identifying as pop, and now it's getting played on country. I mean, it just sort of underscores, you should go back and watch my country chatter video, where I said, how is Body Like a Back Road a country song? And it's just about how, like, genre, if we're gonna let anything play on any format, just because they say that's what format it is, then it kind of becomes meaningless. And at least on radio, I do feel like these radio categories are becoming just marketing devices and pretty meaningless. The song itself, I think it's a lovely song. I think I said in most of what there is to say about it, that this is a cool way of reflecting upon family. And again, even in content, that's more of a country song than a lot of country music that comes out today. But there's something weird about it just playing on country radio, but I don't care that much. You know, for people like John Mayer and even a couple years ago Sheryl Crow, it's like, well, pop radio is really not bothering to play you. And adult contemporary just is like playing lighter pop music. All that your fans can really do is come see you live, buy your albums. I think it makes sense, honestly, to start kind of folding them into country music. And if this creates a bigger sense of competition, where it's like, shoot, now Sheryl Crow, now John Mayer, these people can really write, and it lifts the writing game for radio, I wouldn't be opposed to that, because I think, you know, I've been very outspoken about the fact that I think country music writing is in a bad spot. At the same time, if any interloper can, from the other world, can just come over to country and because it's cool that they're there, get a bunch of airplay, that's going to hurt people, kind of the upstarts that really want to make real country music. And so it's a really complicated thing where the problems of radio are so massive, and they're so much bigger than we even talk about. It's like billions and billions of dollars of debt that's going to take radio down. Not any of these issues of, are they serving the audience what they want to hear? I mean, it's the fact that radio makes no money and is in a giant pit of financial debt. But, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and ramble about radio. It's too complicated. John Mayer, that's a cool song. I'm okay with it playing on country radio. I have complicated feelings about it. If you like the song, let me know that. Either hit like down below or write a comment with your kind of analysis of it. I'm trying to get better about replying to all the comments. And hit subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel already. And let me know your thoughts. All of these things. Okay, bye guys.